Okay. Um, I've never really done anything like this before, but I'm here inside of Minecraft Pi Edition. I think it's for the Raspberry Pi, but I'm playing it on my Steam Deck. I was kind of just looking for whatever random shit I could download on my Steam Deck from the Discover store. I was downloading Minecraft, and while I was downloading Minecraft, I noticed there were some other things. Most of them were just other Java Edition launchers, but this one really caught my eye. It's called Minecraft Pi Edition Reborn Client or something like that. So if you have a Steam Deck, definitely check it out. It's this super weird old version of Minecraft. I actually had a Raspberry Pi as a kid. It was called a Kano, and it was part of a kit that my mom bought that you'd put together and kind of like build your own computer. And it had a version of Minecraft on it, but I don't think it had survival mode. I think it was only creative. So this is really something. I don't know what version of Raspberry Pi this is for or how it ended up on a Linux store, but I've been playing the hell out of it, if you can tell. I have this little castle over here. This is my most recent. I just barely finished this, and then my house is still kind of unfinished. And there's actually skeletons here, which is surprising because normally monsters don't spawn on the surface hardly at all. When I first started, there were no monsters on the surface. I thought there were no monsters in this game at all, but there are when you go down into the caves. There are monsters, but they don't seem to like to spawn on the surface. But it might be something to do with all these trees I planted. Is letting more skeletons spawn? I have no idea, because these trees were not all here when I started this world. There's literally like 2 trees in total, but I planted all of these. And this on the ground right here, I did not edit this. This generated naturally like this. I don't know how or why these holes to stone are here on the ground, but maybe it tried to make a cave or something and it messed up. The interesting thing about my world is that it's mostly water. I guess that's how the real world is too, but it's a very small world and most of it is water. There's not a lot of landmass to work with, so I've been doing what I can with it. Here, I'm gonna kill this guy. Another thing you might notice also while I'm fighting this skeleton is that there's no sound at all. I don't know why. If I open the menu, you can see there's a little option to turn sound on and off, but it doesn't actually do anything because there's never any sound. And also when you launch the game, there's an option to turn sound on and off, and it's on by default, but there's never sound. I've never been able to get the audio to work, so no music, no sounds. If you're hearing music right now, it's probably because I'm adding it in editing if I remember to do that. Over here you will see my sheep across this bridge. The animal spawning in AI is super weird. I can't quite figure it out. You can't breed sheep, so I had to push them all into this pen. The interesting thing is they always want to go in the water. I don't know why. In Minecraft Java Edition, a lot of... What the fuck? There's so many monsters spawning on the surface now. This never happens until I start recording, apparently. I was gonna say, in Minecraft Java Edition, passive animals will generally trend uphill. Their AI does. These guys seem to be kind of the exact opposite. They always just end up in the water, so I kind of had to cage my sheep up because otherwise they'd go in the water and then I'd shear them and then they wouldn't eat grass and they'd just stay naked forever, so yeah. I'm growing wheat, but I think the only use for it is to make bread because I've been unable to breed any animals and they won't even follow me with the wheat. Let's see if I can get some other animals to spawn. There were some cows and stuff in the water over here too, but I think I killed them all. I don't know if more of them will spawn. The animal spawning seems super weird, but they're pretty much always in the water. I don't think I've ever seen an animal on land unless I forcefully pushed it onto land. Another thing you'll notice is that there's a lag spike every time the lighting update happens. I think that's a thing with old versions of Java Edition too, but that's just a really fun artifact. You can see the super stark lighting updates whenever it changes from night to day or day to night, and there's just a little bit of a frame skip every time. I really like this house that I'm building. It's kind of... A lot of the houses I build look kind of like this. I have one very specific style of Minecraft house that I like to build over and over again, and this is definitely just another iteration of that. You can see the roof's not done yet, but I like this little bridge. It's fun. Sandstone is really fun. In these old versions, there's not really a lot of blocks to choose from, and sandstone is definitely one of the cooler ones, so... Every time I build a house like this, all my stuff is on the ground floor. There's all this lived-in space on the ground floor, and then you go up to the larger second floor, and it's kind of just empty as hell. I'm setting up enchanting just for fun, because there's actually no enchanting tables or enchantments at all in this, but there are bookshelves, so I was like, I'll just arrange my bookshelves as if I were enchanting. There are paintings, though, which is fun. Down here, I've been trying to spawn mobs. Oh, and it seems to be working. Oh god, it seems to be working too well. Why? What the fuck? I swear to god, there's never this many monsters anywhere. But, yeah, I've dug out this big area to try to spawn monsters, and it seems to be working extremely well. And the creeper actually blew up my only way out, so I'm gonna have to... Good thing I have wood on me, Jesus Christ. Here you can see the crafting is very different and fun. It kind of reminds me of old versions of Pocket Edition. Okay, well, I only got 2 ladders instead of 3 for some reason. But here I can show you something weird with the ladders. You can climb gaps in ladders just fine. I technically don't even need all these ladders. I think I could put spaces in my ladders and still climb it. Yeah, what the hell? That's not right. There's so many weird things about this version because it's kind of a mix of features that were added later and like beta features. There's no hunger bar at all. It's just my health bar. But food is stackable. But also, there's an eating animation. There's no hunger bar, but there's an eating animation instead of just the bread disappearing and going straight into my health bar. So it's kind of a mix of like pre-hunger update and post-hunger update in a weird way. And also you'll notice there's redstone ore, but when I break it I don't get anything. It just disappears. They just didn't bother to add redstone, which I think is kind of funny. I've been digging quite a bit. Here's the edge of the world over here. The world size is a very strange thing. If you look at my coordinates in the top, you also notice that my Y level is negative. I'll get to that in a second, but the world size is very strange. I think it's 182 blocks, which is such a strange number because I'm pretty sure normally small worlds like this are 256 by 256, but you'll see my X is 81. And then if I were to go all the way in the other direction, my Z would be 101. So I'm pretty sure it's 182 by 182, which is just a very odd size. It's not 128, it's not 256, it's 182. Maybe they tried to do 128 and they put the numbers in wrong. That's really funny if that's why. You'll notice my nice little slab bridge here. This is a really small thing, but when I walk up the slabs, you'll notice it's kind of a smooth glide up when I go up. It's like ooh, 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 you know? And in Java Edition, I feel like even in modern versions of Java Edition, it's kind of just you teleport up half a block every time you go up a slab, but here it's like kind of smooth. I don't know, it feels weird. Another thing I noticed about my doors is you can place blocks through doors. If you're standing right up against the door, you can just fucking place blocks through the door. I have no idea why. And then if you stand back, then you can open it. But... oh, what the hell? That was weird. Oh, yes, there's another thing. Doors and trapdoors both do this. If it's open and then you place a block next to it and then break the block, breaking the block will cause it to update. I have no idea why. But here you can see I have a nice little planter bed. If I place a block here, it's fine. But then if I break the block, it updates the trapdoor and then opens it again, or I guess closes it again, and then I have to open it again. Another thing with trapdoors, if I put the trapdoor here, I can't put it on the top, it only goes on the bottom. And then if I climb down the ladder, I get trapped. I can't climb back up. The trapdoor won't let me. You can only climb ladders by pressing forward, you can't hold jump to do it, so it's kind of weird. Yeah, trapdoors, they're stupid. You can't climb up them like a ladder. I'm sure you've also noticed by now that the inventory is just terrible. I think this is very similar to old versions of Pocket Edition, if I'm not mistaken. You can see my hotbar. There's only 8 slots instead of 9. It has this extra slot that kind of does nothing. I'm trying to tap on my Steam Deck screen and it doesn't work. Probably because I don't have touch controls turned on, but I bet that would open the inventory if I did, if I had to guess. I'm sure you'll also immediately notice the blue roses. I probably walked past them earlier and didn't even address it. I've been playing in this version so long, it's just normal to me at this point. I love this world. I'm probably going to build more shit on it soon, but yeah, there's blue roses and yellow flowers. And the interesting thing about the blue roses is you can't make dye out of them. Like, look, they have all the dye colors except for red. And all these bottom dyes require red dye. Look, there's the icon for it. But you can't craft it. It doesn't exist in the game. I think the only dyes you can get are yellow and blue and light blue. I think that's it, because I don't think there's cactus either. I've never seen a desert. I've never seen cactus. Maybe there is. Maybe my world just didn't generate, because I've played on some other worlds on this in the past, and I think there is spruce and birch. There are no spruce and birch planks, but there's the logs and the trees and stuff. Here, it's getting dark again. You can see it's doing the lag spike stuff again. I'm gonna go to sleep so it's not dark for the video. I'm sure you may have also noticed that I have no double chests, and that is because double chests do not exist. It literally will not let me place a chest next to another chest, no matter how hard I try. So that's cool. You can do this. You can put them on top of each other or diagonally or like a block away, but there's only single chests, which is weird because this is like feels very beta Minecraft to me, but the chests are not a full block like they used to be. Like the chests are actually smaller like they were in later versions. And also in the earlier versions, you couldn't put like chests close to each other, but you could make double chests. You see what I mean? It's like this weird in-between of like beta and like later releases. And also there's a stone cutter here, and it's the old-fashioned stone cutter. And a fun thing about the stone cutter is that all these different kinds of sandstone are just called sandstone. We have sandstone, smooth sandstone, and chiseled sandstone. But all the items are just called sandstone. And I have some here. I need a click and hold, which I think was also an early Pocket Edition feature, if I'm not mistaken. You'll see the way that the hotbar works is also very cursed, because you click the thing and then it goes in the first slot and just kind of moves everything else to the side. And so your hotbar is kind of a pain to sort, because it's just whatever thing you click on in your inventory goes into your first slot. So that's lovely. But yeah, here, if we hold all the sandstones and I switch between them, you can see that it just says sandstone on the screen. Another fun thing, the way that you drop items is super weird. In order to drop an item, you have to have the item in your hotbar, and then you have to open your inventory, and then you have to click and hold on it while it's in your hotbar to turn it green and then drop it. And then, okay, so the normal sandstone looks normal when I drop it, but if you look, the smooth sandstone, when I drop it on the ground, the item that displays is also normal sandstone. That's weird, because last time I tried this, the item... What? It changed. Okay, I'm very confused. Last time I tried this, the item that displayed was the chiseled sandstone look. Oh, look, there we go, there we go. That is so strange. Because all the sandstones have the same name, I bet when you drop the item on the ground, it doesn't know what to display. But another weird thing, you see these wooden slabs. I'm sure this is normal, but you see these wooden slabs, they break with a pickaxe, not with an axe. I guess that's not normal, but for older versions of Minecraft, that is normal. Like, that was a thing in old versions of Java Edition. I don't know fucking why that is, but that was a thing. The sides of the farmland, there's a lot of, like, weird Z fighting with the flowing water and the farmland. It's just super ugly. Oh, I'm all over the place. Okay, my coordinates, you can see, my Y level is 4. And when I go down to the water level, my y level is a 0, and then a -1. So y0 is at water level. Everything above that is positive. Everything below that is negative. So, in a way, Minecraft Pi Edition actually got the Caves and Cliffs update years before Java and Bedrock. Because I can go all the way down here, and look, oh, I'm at y negative 59. But where's all the deep slate? Where's the warden at, huh? Why are you attacking me? Oh, I got string. I could make a bow. I've actually never made a bow in this version at all. Is there even bows? Do they even have bows? They do. They have bows and they have arrows. Okay, let me get this bow. Let me get these arrows. Should I find something to shoot at, or should I just shoot? Oh, dude. Okay, so the bow works as it should. It's not a machine gun bow. That's something I was... In old betas, it's just like you hold the bow down and it just rapid fires all your arrows. But this bow is actually... This is good. Okay, well that's cool. I don't know if I've actually been over here to show you... My inventory is a goddamn mess, but... I kind of want to show you what I've been working on. What I just finished over here. It's nothing too crazy, but it's fun. I felt like building a castle here. Because it's in a nice defensible location, you know? It's kind of... You got the high ground, it's kind of water on all sides. So you can see anywhere your opponents may be coming from. And there's this fun little pool in the ground. I did not change this. Anything below where I'm standing right now was not edited. Like I did change this terrain a little bit to make the castle fit better, but I didn't touch any of this. This is all natural generation. I really like this little pool right here. I don't know how it's here or why it's here, but it's a fun little feature. Yeah, here's my little castle. I did some fun patterning on the floor, and then there's different layers, and the two sides are kind of identical right now. I might put more in here. I don't really know what, but hey, I got my bow and arrow. I can be an archer. Who's coming up on my castle? No, you're not. This game does have a multiplayer, but it's only for if you're on the same Wi-Fi. I wish there was public servers, because that would be wild. That would be so wild. There's also no sprinting, but that's normal for old versions. Something I noticed in the crafting recipes here is the nether reactor core, which I actually have never in my life interacted with. The first version of Minecraft I ever played as a kid was the Pocket Edition. Me and my siblings used to play the shit out of Minecraft Pocket Edition. And I remember when the menus looked like this and when it was all weird. Honestly, this version has been giving me a lot of nostalgia for old versions of Minecraft Pocket Edition, because it seems in a very similar era of development of third-party Minecraft versions for other platforms and all that. I was gonna make a nether reactor core because I finally got diamonds earlier today. So we're gonna... I don't know how this works. Core of the nether reactor. Well, thank you for that very descriptive description. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna do it. I did it. I have it. I don't know what I need to do with it. Don't you need to put gold blocks on it? Or do you just place it down? Isn't there like something you need to build? Oh god, I don't know. I also don't know where I want to put it. Oh, there's this little island over here. Okay, I'll swim out to this island. I'm thinking I might want to build a bunch of boats. Because I think a boat would look really good from the view from my castle over there. I might need to put a bunch of boats in the water. That's what I should do with my mostly water Minecraft world. Oh shit, look, a sheep. And a pig! Did they just spawn? I don't think they were here earlier. Oh, and a cow. Yeah, you see what I mean? You see what I mean about them being in the water? Oh fuck, I don't think I've ever been over here. What the hell? There's more trees. And birch! I have birch. What the fuck? So my position at this edge, is 173. Maybe it is a 256. Because there was one corner I was at where it was -81 by -101. So I was like, is that how all the dimensions are? But I guess not, because that goes all the way to 70. I don't know how this works, so I just place it? No. Okay. Can I get it back? Okay, I can. Okay. I think I do remember there being something about needing gold for it. And I don't know if I have enough gold right now, so we'll have to do that later, I guess. I really like this house. It's coming together really nice. I think I might need to add a chimney or something. I'll put the reactor core in here for now. Oh, the obsidian, that reminds me, actually. The obsidian mining speed is absolutely fucking busted in this version. I don't know whose idea this was, but check this out. It's so fast. It's so fast. I don't know why or how or who did this, but it's so fucking fast. It's crazy. It's faster than Efficiency 5. I'm pretty sure in Java Edition with an Efficiency 5 pick, you do not mine obsidian that fast. It's ridiculous. Oh, you can see when I... yeah, the "you can only sleep at night" message very much takes up the entire screen and stays on the screen for an uncomfortably long amount of time. So that's cool. We love that very much. Oh, here comes nighttime with the very frame skips. Yep. Torches are weird because they're kind of useless in this version. I mean, I never use them because monster spawns are so rare that I'm lucky to get any monsters I can, so I kind of don't place torches around very much. Because you'll notice it's nighttime right now, but it's really chill at night because monsters literally just don't spawn on the surface, except for at the beginning of the video I got 2 skeletons somehow. I have no clue. Part of my theory is that maybe they only spawn on stone, and so the fact that there's this naturally generating exposed stone they spawn on, maybe they don't spawn on grass? Just a guess, I have no clue. The interesting thing about torches is that they prioritize a certain direction when you place them. It's always going to face this way, pretty much no matter what. No matter what face or surface I place it on. If it has the option to face that way, it will face that way. And if it does not have the option to face that way, then it will face... oh, I guess this way. Will it always do that? Yep. So now if I place it either of these ways, it'll go that way. I don't know which way is which way. I don't know if it's north, south, east, west. I could probably figure out what the positives and negatives, but that's a pain in the ass. I don't want to do that right now. See, like here, there's only one way it can go, and so it will go that way. Oh, strangely enough, though, if I place it on the ground, it doesn't want to be on the ground. If it's by a wall, it wants to be on the wall. It'll only be on the ground if there's nowhere to go on a wall. Yeah, so torches, I think this might also be a thing in some older Java versions, but torches, the orientation you place them in is not always the orientation you get them in. I can show you the third person. There's a little button you push in the pause menu next to the sound button that doesn't work, where you can go into third person, and it's only from behind. There's no front. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, I didn't know that that was possible. The protection that it gives me, you can see it still gives me the same amount of protection, even though it's lost a lot of durability, which in beta versions was not the case. So that's another weird mix of features happening there. Here's lava. I don't think I've ever seen this texture before in my life, except for in this version. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think beta Minecraft lava looked like this at any point. I know there's been quite a few lava textures, but I don't think this is one of them. I think this texture is unique to this version, and you'll also notice that it's not animated at all. There's little like lava bubbles and pops and fire particles that come up sometimes, but there's no animation on the lava texture. Not even the flowing lava. You'll notice if I break this block, the lava will flow, and it's still just a completely static texture. So that is a very odd feature of lava indeed. You'll also notice I'm at what should be Y11 where the lava spawns, but I'm actually at Y at -53 because of the weird coordinates I talked about earlier. Oh, and here's the redstone that doesn't drop anything. We love to see it. We love to see it. Ooh, iron. I have so much fucking iron, but I'll take more. And gold, Jesus. Hell yeah. I'm gonna mine this gold. Yippee! So much gold that I'm never gonna use for anything. Actually, no, I need it for the reactor core, I think, right? I think it like spawns a bunch of pigmen to fight. And then you can get, maybe the pigmen drop glowstone, or maybe it spawns glowstone blocks and netherrack. Because I'm pretty sure there's no nether portals. Here, let me actually, while I'm down here, I might as well get some obsidian, since it breaks so fucking quickly. Jesus. Why the fuck is it like that? I'm gonna have a nether portal in no time. 8. Okay, I have 3 at home. So that should be enough. Okay, so here I am at home with my obsidian. Let's make a fucking nether portal, because that's totally gonna work. Oh, I should make a flint and steel too. Okay, get some flint and some steel, and make myself a flint and steel. No? Oh, here we go, okay. Another funny thing is the, yes, look, all the items have the right names, but melon seeds are item.seedsmelon.name. I just think that's funny. I've also never seen a melon. I don't know if there's a jungle biome or what, but I've played a few worlds and never once has a melon generated, so I got no clue. Oh yeah, there's also snow. I do have a bit of snow in my world, but I don't think it ever actually snows, so I think the snow that's on the ground is all the snow I'll ever get. They have all the wool colors because it makes sense to, like, if you're playing in creative mode, you want to be able to build with all the wools, but literally most of them are uncraftable with materials available in survival mode, so that's fucking great. Okay, I think a good spot for my nether portal that's totally going to work and not going to not work is gonna be on top of my little castle here. There's a perfect little spot for it, so. Okay, this is the part of the video where Decky Recorder decided to stop capturing properly, so the rest of the video is going to be narrated clips that I took later. Okay, so I've sped up the footage a little bit here, but I built a nether portal on top of my castle. I knew that it probably wouldn't let me go into the nether, but I thought that the flint and steel would at least be able to light it on fire. I was completely wrong about that. Here you can see I'm right-clicking profusely, and then I even start left-clicking just to prove that I'm actually really trying. The flint and steel does not work. I don't know why they put it in the game if it's not going to work here. I can't even light my own castle on fire, god damn it. Yeah, so I chucked that thing in the river because it's a terrible item. Okay, so here's some footage I got of me working on my house a little bit afterwards, but I want to show you how weird the pillaring is. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, and then it places the block. I was holding right-click the whole time, but sometimes you need to jump a couple times before the block actually places. The pillaring is super finicky. I don't know what's up with it, but that's just a weird thing about this version. Another really weird thing is the charcoal. So here, taken out of my chest is some coal that I mined out of the earth, but I'm about to cook some logs into charcoal, and you'll see what happens in a second. So now I have a couple pieces of charcoal that I got from cooking logs, but as you can see, they don't stack with my normal coal. Even if I drop both of them on the ground and then pick them back up, they still don't stack, just to prove it. But they're both named coal, and they both have the exact same texture, but they don't stack together. And because of this, there's actually also 2 torch recipes with the 2 different kinds of coal that are made from 2 different ways that have the same name and same texture. I just think that's very silly. And now I will leave you with this very awkward zombie while I do my outro. If you watched it this far in the video, which I guess you did, thanks so much for doing that. This is my first time making a video like this, so If you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments if you would like to see more stuff like this, I guess. It was kind of fun to make. So yeah, I also have a world on the most recent version of Minecraft that I kind of play on quite a bit, and there's a lot of really cool stuff on there, so I could maybe do a tour of that world or something similar. So yeah, let me know what you think, I guess. Thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.